So Jurassic Park Survival is a brand new video game every one of us has been waiting for to come out for a while now. It's being developed by Saber, the same company that's about to release Turok Origins, and believe it or not, they actually gave us our first look at an entire cutscene that had been storyboarded in the game months ago, and I haven't seen literally anyone talking about it. What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now look, when it comes to this specific little part of Jurassic Park Survival, you can find it in one of the behind the scenes videos that Saber released for the game. I'll give a link for it in the description. So we see this big chart here that lists an action sequence that was drafted way back in 2024. And the action is described with the following. Maya chases the Gallimimus herd. She approaches a pool of water. The pool is deeper than expected and the Jeep gets stuck. Tires spin and the water is spraying. The engine stalls and suddenly a Gallimimus lands on the hood of the car. She jumps across the rocks towards dry land on the other side. The rest of the herd quickly follows after. Galleys run down the canyon and they jump across rocks and the Jeep, crossing the pool of water. The baby Gallimimus jumps on the Jeep. It's among the last members of the herd. Maya quickly grabs Carl's tranq rifle from the back of the Jeep. The herd is already disappearing from view. The baby lags behind. Maya climbs out of the top of the Jeep. She jumps on a patch of dry land and turns to look at the baby. So at this point in the video, the storyboard says that the cutscene is over and we get to return to our controls, but all of it gives us a ton of clues as far as what we can expect at this one particular moment in the game. Now, I'm going to assume this is really early in the gameplay because it looks like Maya is going out into the park and doesn't know exactly what she's doing, but she's supposed to go after a baby Gallimimus and maybe tranquilize it for some kind of future study. Or it could be just absolutely having nothing to do with the baby Gallimimus and it's just there by happenstance. Now, I find this really interesting because, and look, a lot of Jurassic Park fans don't even know this, but in the original movie, we actually do see some of the baby Gallimimus running around during the T-Rex attack scene with Grant, Lex, and Tim. In that part of the film, if you pay really close attention to the dinosaurs jumping over the log, you can see some of the Gallimimus are way smaller and have white spots all over their bodies, kind of similar to baby deer. Now, I don't know why Maya is going out of her way to follow the herd, or maybe this specific baby Gallimimus, or who Carl is, by the way, and why he's not here, but I think the game could do a lot of cool stuff if they actually pay close attention to the original film from 1993 and try to make this experience as coherent and immersive as possible. Speaking of the gameplay, I wonder if we get to do a lot of this kind of thing in the final release. If Maya gets a tranquilizer gun and has to go against things like the raptors, well, this could turn into something similar to Dino Crisis real quick, which is something that I think a lot of people would really have fun with. Also, it does look like driving the Jeep is going to be a big part of the game that we can expect as well, which is just reminding me of how awesome Jurassic Park Operations looked like it was going to be before everything got canceled. So here's the thing about Jurassic Park Survival, guys. I am still really stoked to play this game. I know there's been a lot of talk online about how it's taken a super long while to even get some sort of trailer that's, you know, concrete and full on, like this is what the game's gonna be about. But all of this behind the scenes material, as well as all of the care and dedication that they look like they're going into the game, that's a good sign to me. I want them to take their time on it. I don't want them to rush this thing out there. And if they put a lot of attention and detail into these storyboards, especially if they go into the actual script and unused storyboards, which we talk about here on the channel all the time for the original Jurassic Park, I think they could make something that is really, really popular. I mean, recently we had Indiana Jones and the Great Circle that came out to a lot of popular, like, praise. So yeah, I'm hoping Jurassic Park is something that can replicate that kind of attention, especially because this franchise needs to go back on track to getting a lot of people happy and excited again. I am one of those people that really like Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm also one of the people that's kind of shocked that both Alien and Predator seem to be doing really good lately, and I don't know, man. I mean, if Jurassic Park cleans itself up, and if we get like even more of these brands doing something cool in the future, who knows what we could get. Now, I'm not expecting the tranquilizer rifle to actually be there with us the entire time because, you know, you gotta have some sort of like vulnerability when it comes to the dinosaurs. Maybe if the ammo is scarce, I could see something like that coming into effect, similar to like the original Resident Evil games. But yeah, right now I am really enjoying the fact that they're even implicating anything with a Jeep and a tranquilizer rifle. I mean, like, please, thank you. Let's do more of that. But y'all know what I already like. So as far as Jurassic Park survival is concerned, I really think the opportunity to progress on the island with a Jeep and a tranquilizing rifle is a great sign that the story could be headed in the right direction as far as what fans actually want. For a long time now, the only Jurassic Park games that we would get would be park builders, and look, I know there's an audience for that kind of game, but I just remember the golden days of old school Jurassic Park fun. Whether you played as a dinosaur or as Alan Grant mowing down raptors, I really miss that stuff. And Dino Crisis and Turok, you know, they were some of the other games that have always been on repeat for me back in the day and now really, and I know I'm not the only Jurassic Park fan like that. I do think that the gameplay is going to be open world, by the way, and probably a bit more exploration heavy, so you could be walking around Isla Nublar and come across stuff that is just wildly cool. I mean, we've talked about it before, guys, you all know. We talk about finding Robert Muldoon's body and maybe getting access to his Spaz 12. We've also talked about coming across Dennis Nedry, you know, inside of the Jeep, and maybe the Barbasol can nearby with the Dilophosaurus stalking you or something. And you could also have a lot of fun just going across the Tyrannosaur breakout scene with Gennaro being all over the place, or maybe even watch the helicopter go off. If you really get that open world experience where you're in your Jeep, you've got your gun, you're trying to survive, T-Rex shows up, you throw your flare to get him out of there, and then you try to go hide somewhere and stand still. I don't know, man. Jurassic Park Survival, if they really pull this off, this could be super cool. But this all hinges on one major thing. Hopefully the team does take their time to go over the dinosaurs from the original movie and deliver an experience that is both scary and awe-inspiring with these creatures. I mean, you gotta have both, not just the happy, beautiful Brachiosaurus stuff. You gotta have the scary raptor stuff, which looks like they're already moving in that direction. Jurassic Park Survival still doesn't have any concrete release date yet, but Turok Origins is getting a lot more attention now that some gameplay has come out from that, and personally, I think it looks really good, especially with the ability to switch back and forth between first person and third person, and I think that is a little feature that will go a long way for fans of the original trilogy, such as myself. Speaking of which, this is kind of unrelated, but apparently a lot of people want Nightdive Studios to remaster Turok Evolution. I played that game back in the day, and it's nothing like 1, 2, 3, or even Rage Wars. I'm sorry, I know some people don't like Rage Wars. I thought it was cool, but let's see if they do that. I'm still waiting for them to do Trespasser, and Dino Crisis is now available on Good Old Games and Steam, both 1 and 2, so check out that stuff if you're interested too. But hey guys, what are all of your own personal thoughts on the storyboard sequence they teased for Jurassic Park Survival? Do you think this sounds like they know what they're doing, and what do you think it will actually play like when we get the game ourselves? Whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be, I'd love to hear all about them in the comments down below. Now before I go, I want to thank everyone that's helped me build my channel over the years. I'd also like to thank every one of you guys who've watched my stuff. You've all been extremely cool to me. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and hope that you'll consider subscribing. God bless you all, Christ is King, see you guys in the next video, and as always, take it easy.